A pleasant afternoon to everyone. I'm Kyle Salongo.
Jean Bidangin,
Today, we'll be tackling about the Jesus
Jesus
Christ
Christ
Superstar.
Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar is a groundbreaking rock opera that delves into the profound themes of freedom, faith, and the human condition. This video will explore the musical interpretation of freedom through the lens of its central characters, such as Jesus, Judas, and Pontius Pilate. It all begins with a growing tension between Jesus and his disciples, particularly Judas. Judas, once a servant follower, starts to question about Jesus' methods and his own faith. The seeds of doubts are sown as Judas grapples with his loyalty to Jesus and his own desires.
This is my blood you drink. This is my body you.
This moment in the Christian tradition is depicted in the musical as a tense and emotionally charged event. As Jesus shares a final meal with his disciples, the impending betrayal casts a shadow over the gathering. Judas, driven by a mix of disillusionment and personal ambitions, agrees to betray Jesus to the Roman authorities for a reward of 30 pieces of silver. Following the Last Supper, Jesus retreats to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Here, he is confronted by a group of Roman soldiers led by Judas. Betrayed by his closest friend, Jesus is arrested and taken to the highest priest Caiaphas. The ensuing trial is a farcical spectacle where Jesus is subjected to a series of accusations and interrogations. Despite the lack of evidence, the Sanhedrin, the Jewish religious council, condemns Jesus to death. Jesus is then brought before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea. Pilate, recognizing Jesus' innocence, attempts to release him. However, the crowd, incited by the religious leaders, demands that Jesus must be crucified. Faced with the threat of a riot, Pilate frequently gives in to the demands of the crowd. He washes hands of the matter, symbolically absolving himself of responsibility for Jesus' fate. Jesus is crucified on Calvary, a hill outside Jerusalem. As he hangs on the cross, he endures physical pain and emotional anguish. His final words are, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," reflects his compassion and forgiveness, even in the face of suffering and death. The musical concludes with a somber reflection on the crucifixion and its impact on humanity. The death of Jesus is portrayed as a profound sacrifice that has the power to redeem and transform lives.
Jesus willingly gave his life, demonstrating the depth of his commitment to humanity's freedom from sin and oppression. His sacrifice was motivated by love for humanity, showing that true freedom requires selfless acts. His sacrifice offers forgiveness and liberation, freeing humanity from the consequences of sin. Jesus willingly gave his life, demonstrating the depth of his commitment to humanity's freedom from sin and oppression. His sacrifice was motivated by love for humanity, showing that true freedom requires selfless acts. His sacrifice offers forgiveness and liberation, freeing humanity from the consequences of sin.